Harmeet Singh Gill. I'm here from Ghana. Yesterday we did the conference. It had such a big turnout from the military organizations, from the Navy, Police Department of Ghana, and the oil and gas company. And personally, I felt really good to see such a big crowd and that we can reach out. And there was a lot of media attention as well. And all of this was actually done by our dear commissioner here, Mr. Prempeh, from AIB, sorry, which is a Aviation Investigation Bureau. He really helped us set up, and we got such a warm welcome from him. And I'm really proud to bring him onto our show here. Mr. Prempeh, thank you for being on our program.
You're welcome.
Right.
Thank you.
Now, yesterday I was talking about the vision that AIB has, and literally your vision is having a world-class institution providing service in aircraft accident incidents prevention. Now, that being your vision, you saw what the technology does from the presentation that we did. How do you perceive that we can put that into the vision that you guys have at AIB?
Thank you. Very good morning to your listeners. Yesterday was an eye-opener in the sense that most of the public thinks that when you mention AIB, it's more about investigation into accident
Right.
and incident. But as our vision speaks for itself, we are there for the prevention of aircraft accident or incident. So getting to know of this technology is kind of changing our way. That's the traditional way of doing our investigation and prevention activities to a more modernized way. That's using technology to solve these challenges.
Mr. Prempeh, thank you. That was a really good answer. And again, your mission is to apply state-of-the-art methodology, technology, and that's what Star Navigation believes in as well. So those words really is sweet to my ears for Star Navigation, and I'm sure it's sweet to you as well. At the end of the day, you want to attain the high level of safety possible for the general public, for the aircraft, for the asset, and for the pilots. The technology is real time. It's monitoring from power on to power off. And that is something that really fits the bill, that same motive that you guys have here.
Thank you. Our mandate is to investigate and prevent, regulate, and manage aircraft accidents that happens in Ghana and the Accra Flight Information Region.
Right.
And as you all know, before an accident or incident occurs, there is a series of failures that happens.
Yes, serious events. That's right.
Using the traditional way of doing things, we cannot monitor these series of events before it happens. What we normally do is when there is an incident, then we come and then we do our investigation. We come out with safety recommendation. We follow up. That's the preventive action that we'll be doing. And that's the traditional way of doing things. But this technology will help us, give us real time. All aircraft that applies within our airspace can be monitored.
True.
Not monitoring the aircraft, but monitoring the components that made up the aircraft. So in case there is any failure in one of the systems, quickly it alerts us for us to get ready. And if we can investigate it there and do any safety recommendation prompt, that is the best way of doing it.
Mr. Prempeh, that was such a good answer, and you're right. You're talking about reactive systems that they're using today, and proactive is the way to go. Artificial intelligence is the technology that's for now and for the future. And Star Navigation put a lot of time and effort. We've got a great team back at home in Canada to able to produce something like that for the aviation sector and make it safer. So by you seeing the presentation, by you seeing that what we were talking about, myself and Captain Jonathan, it gives you the idea to say that, man, this really fits the bill. What's the next step for the government of Ghana? Obviously, we want to implement this on the aircraft, on the helicopters, military, Navy, wherever we can help. But you personally from the AIB, what do you think will be the next step, knowing that there is a technology available out there?
Thank you. You know, the aviation industry is being governed by the International Civil Aviation Organization, that is ICAO.
Right,
They come out with annexes that states the standard and recommended practices.
That's right.
I'm aware that ICAO is coming out with a recommendation that every aircraft must be tracked.
True.
That is a recommendation, and it will go up to become a standard. We are also aware that most of the aircraft that are the new aircraft that are on board now have these equipment So as a country, we need to embrace it. We need to follow ICAO. We need to conform to ICAO standard and recommended practices, and we also have to learn from best practices. So with this technology, and as we heard from the participant that came in, they are ready to embrace it, and that is how we will go about it. We will make sure that we meet the ICAO deadline, but we will also make sure that we meet international best practice.
And thank you, that's such a very valid point. Now, Star Navigation is Transport Canada approved, which comes under ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. We're also FAA approved as well. We're already flying on aircraft, and this is going to be another game changer for the industry here. And the fact that they are embracing it, that's sweet to my ears, and I'm sure sweet to your ears as well, because that means we've come here, we've done the job that we came set to do here, and working together as partners, we both achieved what we want. You know, you have a need, we have the solution, and let's put it together.
Thank you, and that is absolutely what we want. We want to remember recently Ghana was adjourned the best in safety in Africa, which was we were given an award by ICAO in the 40th Assembly. We want to improve it. Aviation is more about improvement of safety.
Right.
We don't want to compromise safety. And with this technology, I think it will help us to enhance our safety levels.
You said the key words, we don't want to compromise safety. Now, the program you're talking about that ICAO is introducing is coming in January 2023, which is in a couple months away. So airlines have to let them know that which monitoring systems are they leaning towards. The good thing about the STAR system is that even if you have an older aircraft, 10, 15 years, we actually help you modernize to today's time. So even if you don't have that hard technology on your aircraft, as soon as you put the STAR system on, now you are right there with what ICAO wants. Their standard is that every 15 minutes to be monitored and every 1 minute during distress. And we are way beyond that. We tap into all the data buses. There are thousands and thousands of sensors coming off this aircraft, and we can capture all that data. So we're a big data company. Through artificial intelligence, it's the security of this unique technology that we bring. And I'm so glad that you guys are embracing it here, and we're looking forward to coming more often here and start installing on some of these planes and aircraft and military planes.
Thank you. What I also learned about your technology is that it monitors 3 components: the fuel, the engine, and the pilot as well. And as an investigative body, we will be more concentrating on the pilot and the engine. That's the human factor and the mechanical factor as well.
Mr. Prempeh, it's a pleasure to talk to you as always. Thank you so much. Thank you for embracing Star Navigation and also Flight Path. And I think we're going to have a great relationship moving forward.
Thank you very much.